So lightworkers is a term that is used mostly by those who identify with wanting to bring a higher level of consciousness, light, love to the world. So this could be the doctor who volunteers his or her time going to places where they cannot afford treatment and wanting to bring some light, some healing, some love to the world. So it can be very practical, but there are also many spiritually minded people who identify as light workers. They are those who feel energy, understand energy, and work in that realm. I think the misconception, and I've seen this within the light worker group, there can be a specialness syndrome, and really if you're really paying attention to spirituality, there is no separation between any of us. We're all, if you're in human form on the planet at this time, you're one part of this massive jigsaw puzzle that we all complete. So light workers are people who have a tendency toward wanting to create a lighter, brighter planet for all. They can be very sensitive. They can be often the black sheep of their family because they're experiencing things that they can't necessarily understand in their early life. But they also often have a tendency to be healers. People who go into the healing arts, whether that's more metaphysical, or people who want to be a nurse or a doctor or a veterinarian, or just to help bring healing to others. So there are many different ways you can look at it, but I would say the spiritual community that have adopted that name, they tend to think of themselves as being here to raise the vibration of the planet and to help be part of the light and to be a lighthouse for others in these times of, very polarizing light and dark. As for them getting in the trenches, I think it's time to get real. It's one thing to have a vision about a conscious planet. It's another thing to be able to go, well, how can I bring action to my intention? And I think that's what's really shifted on the planet. It's no longer a time for people to spiritualize their way through life if you're not really bringing it down onto the planet and playing out your spiritual beliefs or intentions. As they say, are you actually walking your talk? And that's really the shift that's happening for a lot of light workers right now. I think a lot of the time people stay up off the planet because of trauma. A lot of light workers have been traumatized by life, so they've gone into their visions, their meditations, their spiritual, their metaphysical life, and they can use it as a way of staying away from life. And the message in the recent energy update, and just really for this time, these years that we're in, is it's safe to get back in the water. It's safe to come back to the ground. There might be some healing that you have to do, but what do you want to do to be a part of this planet? Because one of the wounds light workers go through is isolation and separation. They don't want to leave the house, but they get isolated and separate if they stay in the house. So you have to start to rehabilitate yourself back into life and go, okay, what am I going to do now? I've changed my identity the last few years, but what would I like to do that's going to connect me to a sense of purpose and community on the planet?